Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Good morning. Marcos here again. Today I'm with Almir, Paula, and Ricardo for one more English immersion at Talk and Talk. As you know, Talk and Talk is not an English school. Talk and Talk is a community where we can practice and learn English, Spanish, French, Italian, German, and Mandarin. Talk and Talk has developed a methodology. We focus on getting fluency, getting confidence on the speaking part of the learning process, learning the language process. And we truly believe that following this methodology, anyone can go from scratch to completely fluency in less than 12 months. I need to say that if Talk and Talk is not a school, I'm not a teacher. In fact, I'm a student, I'm a learner or a talker, as we call ourselves here. And leading immersions or conversations like this is just a step in our learning process here in Talk and Talk. I'm here in the platform for a bit more than 1 year, since August 2024, and I'm a host since December 2024. Today's conversation will be about luck, myths, and superstitions. Okay, so let's start. Let's start. Uh, let's start with Paula. Paula, do you consider yourself a superstition person? Why or
Oh,
why not?
no.
Really?
Nowadays I don't have any kind of superstitions or I I see the question and I stay
What the hell am
thinking
I doing
this.
here? I saw the
Yeah,
questions and thought, what the hell am I doing here? Losing my
it's
time.
it's interesting because I love witches. I love it to see the
No.
history and the things, but I don't believe in this. It's not
Amazing.
a fun thing, but I don't believe.
Amazing. I would bet the opposite of this.
I thinking Ricardo had a lot of superstitions. I don't know. I think.
Share your thoughts, Ricardo.
Uh, I believe not. I don't consider myself a superstition person. Sometimes the there are some kind of logical in certain kind of superstitions. For example, pass uh, not pass below the stairs. For example, is makes sense. But another one that's weird. So I consider some kind of superstitions. Uh, Sometimes I don't know what happened. Suddenly the person, uh, for example, I don't know how do you say casca da banana. So the people use it to uh, throw the casca da banana in the roof, on the roof actually, and suddenly appears a sunny day. So it's totally insane in my opinion. Don't have any kind of connection. So I don't know. This kind of superstition don't have, but maybe uh, I can't wonder right now, but maybe I could have some kind of. So that's it, guys.
Great, thank you. And you, Amir, are you superstitious?
Oh, I'm certainly not. I may have some manias, strange things that we do, but I don't know that they are considered superstitions. Like, for instance, when I see slippers on the ground, slippers, sneakers, and they are one pointing to one side, the other to the other side, to the back, and I go there and I straight there. I don't like. I don't think if you understand, I put them straight in a correct position for me. But it may be a mania, not a superstition. The sleepers, if they are turned one from one side or the other for the other side, I put them together in the correct place. I think stuff like that, but not to be a superstitious person. No, because I think that the superstition, it imprisons you. You become a slave to the superstition. Okay? You are not free. You are always going through that. Maybe we are going to talk about the one that going under a ladder, walking under a ladder, and something else. But I think you become a slave, and I don't want to be a slave from anything and from anybody. So I think really it imprisons the person. So you become a slave. That's my opinion.
Good point of view. Yes, I consider myself not a superstition person, but I'm probably imprisoned in some of these superstitions. I avoid black cats. I avoid step under the ladder. If I have other options, or if I can do things in another way, why should I try that? What if something happened and I will think, oh man, this kind of superstitions is really true. So I used to avoid, but I see myself as a non-superstition person. Maybe, yeah, maybe uh, someone who care a lot about safety does it. Paula, please read the number two and answer.
Marcos, I avoid a black cat too. Every morning when she wants to eat and I want to sleep, I avoid. Number two, can you name a common superstition from your region? I don't know. Ah, here is near from São Paulo. We lost a lot of superstition here. But it's common. Don't pass about the stairs. I don't pass too because I am afraid to fall thinking in me. But it's not superstition. Is afraid. Cat. We don't have problem here more because we have problem with this time and I don't know how to name this, centro de zoonoses. We have a good centro de zoonoses and they work with this and we don't have a problem with black cats here more. But it was very common. Cemetery. This is a good problem here. People don't pass at the calçada.
Gates? Ah,
It's the same. I don't know how to say calçada in English. At night,
sidewalk.
sidewalk. At night. And is the good place is beautiful there. I don't know.
It's a calm place.
It's a calm place. The neighbors is very calm. It's very tranquil.
And you want me?
Paula took the words right out of my mouth about the ladder, walking under a ladder. You said that you have a problem with that, and black cat, okay. But I don't walk under a ladder, of course, but because of safety, something may fall down on my head or something else. I don't know. Maybe the guy is painting the wall, doing something with with a hammer. Something heavy may
Dangerous.
fall. Yes, it is dangerous. About the security, most related to that. That's why I avoid going under a ladder. But about this one, the ladder one, I've heard an explanation, and I want to share with you. I think it's correct. Well, anyway, they said it started a long time ago, with the Catholic people, the religious people, most Catholic people. They say it was a long time ago. Okay, they say that when you put a ladder on into a wall, it creates a triangle with the ladder, the wall, and the ground. Okay, it makes a triangle, and the triangle in the Catholic religion. I'm not a religious person. Okay, I'm just something that I heard. The triangle means the Holy Trinity for the Catholic people. And if you pass under a ladder, it would be like facing God, going against God. You belong to the evil guy, not to God. You like afrontando, I don't know this word, I forgot, but you are doing something that you are not supposed to. So you have to avoid going under a ladder, and in their opinion, because it is sacred. It's a triangle. That's what I heard. It became a very long time ago. Okay.
An interesting explanation. Makes sense. Many common beliefs that we have today come from church from centuries and millennials ago. Interesting. Guys, for me, I was thinking here, I'm from São Paulo too, so we are all from the same region. We probably lived and grew up with the same kind of superstitions. But one that I remember since I was a kid was about the sleepers. If it's facing down, if you leave your sleeper facing down, your mother will die. So anytime I took out the sleeper from my feet, I look at that. Oh, it's facing down. I need to put it in the right side. And I remember that when my mother saw this, oh, do you want me to die? Kids, don't you hate your mother? Do you hate your mother? Interesting. And even today, I don't like to see, not because of the superstitions, but maybe because it looks stranger for me. Oh, something is out of order. It's don't be in this way. I need to go there and arrange that. I tried to explain this to my daughters, and they look at to me with that face. What the hell are you telling me that? This makes no sense. Yes, I know that makes no sense, but I grew up believing this. I grew up living with this kind of stories. Almir, please read and answer the question number 3.
Hey, have you ever followed a superstition before an important event like an exam, job interview or trip. I don't remember. Following a superstition. No, I don't remember. I didn't do anything before going through one of these and nothing else. I go clean. Let me put it that way.
Great.
Just what has to be done, which is bound to happen, will happen. That's the way I think. No, I don't. I don't know what to say because I really didn't do anything going through this kind of situation.
Great. Thank you. And you, Paula?
I have a method, but not a superstition. I had lists, a lot of lists to do things, but not superstition. I remember a thing about my city. Almir said about the Catholicism, and I remember we are the Brazilian home. Somos a Roma brasileira. So here we have a lot of Catholicism traditionals. And when I am a little child, I don't understand some things. You need to eat fish. I hate fish. You eat fish. I don't know. I hate fish because why I need to eat fish? I hate fish. So this kind of thing. Because here, don't sell meat on the places at Pascua, at Easter. It's different. But now I answered but when I am a child of fish, it's strange.
Yeah. Eating meat on Eastern is hard. I remember some years ago, we traveled with a couple of friends. I am Catholic, my wife too. But the guy who is our friend and he was traveling with us, he is like Homer. He's not a religious person. He's an agnostic. And we traveled to Argentina, so we are in the place of good meat, good steaks. And it was Eastern time, the Holy Friday. And we went to a new restaurant, and it's time to eat meat, to eat steak. I remember looking to the menu. There were another options, but none of them so taste as meat, as a good steak. So I prayed for God and asking for forgiveness. And I had probably one of the best steaks I had in my life. My wife, on the other hand, she's more strict than me. So she ordered a risotto, an orange risotto, something that looked amazing on the menu, but yeah. The three of us who asked for steak had an amazing lunch, but my wife hated.
Her faith is wonderful.
She was expecting a risotto, but she received a soup of orange and rice. This is not a risotto. This is not a risotto. And risotto is one of the dishes that I cook at home, and one of the dishes that I can say that I'm proud of about the way I cook. So this is not a risotto. I should ask steak. Yeah, you can have mine one. No, I will not. It's Holy Friday. Yes, happens. But since then, always fish on Holy Friday. Always fish on Holy Friday and barbecue on Sunday. But if I ever followed a superstition before an important event, I'm like Paula. I have methods. So if I go to travel, I do lists, I check. I'm a kind of obsessive about this. I was looking here for the translation for TOC, and the translation is OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't think I go into this extreme, but I'm obsessive, checking things. I would hate to go to the airport and realize that I forgot the passport at home, or I forgot buying tickets or something like that. So I used to check this. And I don't think that this is a superstition, but as a religious person, I used to pray a lot. So if I have an important appointment, an interview, for example, I used to pray before, just because one of the things that praying gives me is relaxation. So it's sometimes I use this moment almost as a relax meditation practice. So that is it, but not because it's superstition, but because I really feel that this makes me feel better, calm. Okay, Paula, choose the next one. Can be anyone you like. Probably we'll have time for 2 or 3 more questions.
I think 9. Which superstition would you like to see disappear forever? I think the black cat, to
Black
me,
cat.
it's a problematic superstition because oh, poor cat. Don't have a problem, don't have guilt about this. It's only living your life, and people do bad thinking about them. And my black cat is so lovely, so cute. She's very cute. When I bring to my life, I bring because of this, because nobody wants, and she's alive. She is black. She is we said escaminha, had a lot of manchas. So people don't like it because it's ugly. So I bring because I like this. And I thought, oh my God, is a little cat, so she arrived with 400 grams. So I think poor cats don't have a problem with the word, and the word have problem with them. So this superstition to me it's disappear of the mind and the history to me. It's important.
Amazing. She has green eyes.
Green eyes.
Yeah,
And
amazing.
now she has 5 pounds, 5 kilos now.
5 kilos, 10 pounds. 1 pound is
10 pounds.
is almost half of a kilo.
10 pounds now.
Amazing. Angel Almir, question number 9.
Yeah, about the black cat, I do agree with Paula. I don't think that the black cat is to blame about that he is black. I'm not to blame that the color of my skin. I was born this way. So if I see a black cat, I check, I look, and if I realize that he's hungry and I try to do something for the cat to eat, I'm not afraid. I don't have any problem with black cats. And that is something that I want to clarify here. And I said I'm not a religious person, but I try my best to have a profound relationship with Jesus Christ.
Great.
I'm not a religious person, but by myself.
But you are not an
agnostic.
agnostic too.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I believe in Jesus Christ. By the time I wake up, I not get off, even didn't get off of the bed, but I woke up. I thank Jesus Christ, Son of God. And when I'm about to drive my car, I ask Jesus Christ for protection. And okay, this is I wanted to clarify this. I try my best to have a profound relationship with Jesus Christ. I have many Bibles here in English. I have 5 or 6 in English. The ones that came from the United States, I had a friend there. She wanted a book in Portuguese. I sent her. She was learning Portuguese. I sent her a book in Portuguese, and I asked for a Bible in English, and it's a really good one. I have many, and I read what Jesus Christ said, what's in the Bible, mostly what he said, what he taught. Anyway, getting back to the superstition thing, I heard that there is a superstition in the Philippines that when a person attend a funeral, they don't have to go straight to home. They may tag along a bad spirit into the house. You understand? So they cannot. It's a superstition there. They cannot go straight home after attending or attending a funeral in a cemetery. So they need to go somewhere else, maybe take a bath and a shower, and before going home, they may tag along a bad spirit into the house. I heard this one.
Great. For me, guys, I was thinking here, yeah, you both went straight to the point about black cats. Anything that turns around animals or other living beings is crazy. I was remembering here when my daughters were born, we hired a babysitter to help my wife, and she was very she was a very superstition person. And I remember once we were at the pediatrician, and one of my daughters were solution hiccups, and we asked the doctor, oh, how could we deal with the hiccups? And the doctor was giving us some uh, orientation, some strategies to deal with that. And then the babysitter, oh, you could put a red cotton close to the chest, because this is common from the region where she came. And she truly believed that, because her grandmother believed in that and teach it to her mother, that teach it to her. And they probably saw this happening. And she said, she shared her thoughts with the doctor, the pediatrician, and the doctor looked into her. Do you truly believe in this? And they look to us and, are you serious? Giving your two childs to her to care about it. Yes, she was amazing, and she was amazing in our lives. And she helped us a lot. Of course, this is a
Embarrassing. This kind of pediatrician is very superstition. Not the medicine, but the people.
Yeah.
Cuidar de crianças tem muita superstição. É isso
Yeah,
que eu
yeah.
queria dizer.
But this guy was very science strict, or science addicted. So he looked at us. Oh, serious? Do you consider you made a good choice? Yes, we did. This is just 1%, 0.5% of all she helped us. And so that is one of superstition, not because of what happened to us, but because maybe this kind of superstition don't help. Maybe they saw it happening, it's working because they care about the kid. They put on the arms, and the kid goes to a position where avoids the hiccups and so on. So just to bring another superstition, because I truly believe with you that a black cat is a good choice. Almir, it's your turn. Choose. It will be probably our last question. Choose anyone that you like.
Okay, yes. The number 10, if you could invent a superstition that guarantees success in learning English, what would be it? Okay, that's a great one. Let me come up with something. A superstition, okay, for that, to learn English. And it would work. That would be, I would, going to bed to sleep, I would cover myself full of books in English. And during the sleep, early in the morning, I would have all the content from the books inside me or inside my brain. I don't know. Maybe, oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I'll try this. Maybe I'll try this one. So, yeah, I think you understood. So, going to sleep, you don't use a blanket. Use a lot of books to cover yourself, okay, from the cold, anyway. But only English books. It can be grammar books, whatever, conversational books. And early in the morning, you are okay. You have all inside your brain, and you can talk in English.
I will join
Amazing.
this to grammar.
I think maybe it happens. It works. I don't know. Maybe I will try.
And you, Paula?
I don't know. I think in my kind of study, I study a lot of colors of pens. I think, I don't know, using these colors to study and write these things. I absorb the knowledge. It's easy, but Almir, it's more, it's easier. It's easier.
Great. Yes, I'm thinking here it will be hard to overcome this one. It's hard for me to think about a superstition, to think about a kind of magic pill to do anything. I'm more a guy from habits and discipline. So for me, the superstition would be the same way you can go to master anything. We talked a few moments ago about Bible. The only way to master Bible is to read the Bible, to understand the Bible. Some pages a day to think about. So choose a book and master it. Read 10 10 pages a day and reflect about that. And probably it will be in a course of some months, a year, it will help you a lot.
But thinking, you running at gym with 10 minutes of music in English every day, you learn
Great.
English.
Great.
It's good.
I tried. I love Audible, and Audible helped me a lot in the past with the listening process. I've shared in the past that in some moments of my learning process, I use it to buy the ebook and the audiobook from the same book to read and listen at the same time. And a few months ago, I tried Audible at the ladder at the gym. Thursdays and Tuesdays, I leave my daughters to gym 7 p.m. So I go to the ladders and do my cardio. And I dislike this opportunity, because doing cardio is not something that is interesting. And
You need
try.
a music.
Yeah, you need the energy. You need external energy.
Yeah.
It's different when I'm doing with the weights. All you need is to live. So it's heavy over you. You need to put it far from you and away. So, but stay for 30, 35, 40 minutes in a ladder, it's hard. So I tried. I thought, okay, I'm here. I listen to music many times on my day, so I will use this moment to listen to books, and it didn't work. I got almost nothing from each. I can't remember almost nothing from the books I have listened, and I probably took nothing from that moment at the ladder. So I take it off. So sometimes what I do is I get some music. I don't use to run. I use to walk with some incline, and I walk in a slow speed. So I turn Spotify on with the lyrics. So I use these moments to learn something and to pay attention. This helps me more, and getting this external energy is useful a lot. Guys, thank you, Amir, once more. So it was a pleasure to meet you.